Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 9 of my survival Minecraft Let's Play. I am iWhat, and I have absolutely no idea how to start this episode. We are here at the skeleton farm because I wanted to start with some enchanting. However, I feel like I've done some enchanting in the previous couple episodes, but it's still important, and I'm not really sure yet what I want to do in the rest of this episode, although I have some project in mind, so whoa, all of my chaotic thoughts at once. Can we please play the intro? Yeah, so I wanted to do some enchanting, and that is mainly the tools, because in the previous episode, while building the horse race track, I really noticed or felt the lack of good tools that I have. In particular, the shovel. We don't really have a good shovel, and we really need one. Also, I really want looting on our sword, because otherwise the sword is actually really good. On the pick we are fine, and on the hose we just miss the mending. Also, we don't really have a good axe, so it would be nice to get a good axe as well. While I am waiting for the skeletons to accumulate so I can get more experience, maybe it is time for me to tell you a little story. Last night I couldn't sleep, and when I can't sleep my brain thinks of the most wonderful things. Last night my brain asked itself the question, what should we name our Minecraft world? And that's actually a really nice question. What should we name our Minecraft world? At first, my brain was like, yeah, let's call it iWhatia, or iWhateria, or iWhatistan, as in naming our world as a country after iWhat. But then, after a while, my brain thought of an amazing name for this world, and that is the Intricate World of Awesome Things. And I really like that name for our world. Maybe we should name our world the Intricate World of Awesome Things. Let me know what you think of that name, and also let me know if you have any other ideas or suggestions for a name for our world. Now that we have a looting sword, these chests with the bows and the armor that the skeletons drop fill up really quickly. But I just thought of something that could maybe be interesting that we can do with these things. So you can use bows as fuel in a furnace, and you can smelt gold armor to get gold nuggets. That means that we can use this to get low amounts of gold. Alright, but I think it gets more interesting. Because of the way that furnaces interact with hoppers, you cannot input the gold through here, but you can input the bows, I think. Yeah, you can. So that means that I think that we can filter out the bows if we make some system with hoppers going through. I think we can make a system that filters out bows. And then on the top here, does it put in the leather? Oh, it does put in the leather. That might be bad. Wait, let me try out a couple of different setups here and see if we can figure something out that we can make an automatic thing that automatically smelts the gold armor into gold nuggets using bows as fuel. Alright, I have messed around with this furnace and some hoppers and some other things for a while now, and I don't think it is possible to turn the skeleton farm into a slow gold and iron farm. Because you can't really filter out the leather armor. And if you can't do that, inevitably it will end up in there, and once it's in there, it's stuck. You can't get it out anymore. However, I think we can still use this idea to filter out the bows and use those as fuel for a furnace. I have no idea what we should smelt with that, because we can't use it to smelt the armor that the skeletons drop, but we can apply it to something else. So maybe this is a thing to add to the spreadsheet, a bow burner. It turns out that the sword that we just got from Enchanting is actually too good, because we can't combine it with the sword that we already have, even not the other way around. And that means that I have to disenchant either one of them in order to acquire the good sword that I want. Now, that's a tough choice, and I'll just try to get the sword as good as possible. While I am working on the sword and on some of the other tools, I can also start working on this right here. So we have these open-ended areas at the side of our skeleton room here, and I want to start building some rooms here. One thing that is kind of annoying about this skeleton farm is that it's underground, and that means that we can't really get to the surface very easily, so we want some way of accessing the surface, so we want to go up. And this stair here is just here to give you an idea of how far down we are. And I want to build a room here with a path that slowly goes up. Probably not completely to the surface, but well, it's good if we go up anyway, because then we can add rooms there and we can branch off to the surface. Alright, let's start building this. I have some ideas in mind, and I think I want to start by making some sort of transition here, because we want to transition from this room into this room, and if we want to make the theme of this room a little bit different, we want some good way of ending that. For example, these bookshelves right here, I can't really move those, so these are a bit annoying to deal with, and I have to figure out how I want to do that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think I managed to make a good transition here. I just simply added some jungle planks and 2 paintings, and I think that's enough to transition from this room over to whatever we will build here. Over here, I think I want to use a lot of stone bricks and maybe dirt colors like dark brown, but I'm not sure about that yet. I'm still trying to figure out how I want everything to be. Alright, let's try and start constructing this room over here, but first I think I need to clear out a lot of space in this direction. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I have dug out a lot of blocks and I have constructed myself a sort of stairway corridor thing here, as you can see, and it's quite big. And I'm trying to get a sense of the scale and shape of what I am building here, and I think right now it is exactly where I want it to be. Like the right size, the right scale, the right like ramp up. It's not too steep, but it's also not too flat, so we don't go up. This is nice. I think it's the right amount of going up versus the right amount of being flat, so we can work on the side here and add little things on the side. Alright, so the idea is to make it feel big and have like these big 3 wide pillars on the side. And on the side I want things to be dirt and brown with some greeneries on it. So perhaps I will add some bamboo on the side. And on the flat sections between the pillars, I want to add little builds on the side. So for example, what is something that can be small? Like a flower farm, for example. That's something that can be small. Just we can add one of those on the side here. Right. I decided to stop my stairs over here because I think if we continue it longer, the shape doesn't work anymore. And yeah, I think we need to make it turn here or make it end at least. Down below, I think we can continue, but we should have a larger flat part first if we do want to go down even more. What is annoying though is that we are still not close enough to the surface so we can make a proper entrance, because it's still like this distance up again and then we are roughly at the surface. So that's a bit annoying. That probably means that I will have to install an elevator of some sort somewhere down here. Maybe on that side or that side. I'm not sure where I want it yet, but I do want a good way of accessing the surface from here, or well, getting from the surface back down, which is equally as difficult. But for now, I think I want to add some more details to this, and yeah, I think I want to work a lot more on this stair here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I changed out the blocks of the pillars and of the stairs, and I dug out a little bit more blocks towards the side, and I am really happy with how this is looking right now. However, there is like one thing that I feel like is not right at the moment. Right now, everything feels very grey and very dull, and I think we will heavily rely on the ceiling here in order to fix that for these stairs. So the ceiling will be an absolutely crucial part for making this stair feel right. For now, I had to stop building on this because I ran out of andesite of all things. I came 1 block short. And that's fine because I feel like I don't want to work on this project anymore today. I've had enough of it. We'll come back to it later. And I think the next thing that we'll do is we'll add the greeneries that I talked about, and we'll fix the ceiling, and maybe by extension also fix the ceiling over here. Because I feel like the ceiling that we need over here will be similar in feeling like what I want over here. But I'm not sure on either of those. I feel like this stairway is really nice. However, I also feel like I didn't describe to you exactly why I want to build a staircase here. I mean, to be fair, I did. I was talking about wanting to go up because I want access to the surface, which is one of the reasons. But in essence, it's just a feeling. I just feel like building a stair today. And that's actually something I really struggle with. How do I communicate with the audience? Oh, I want to build this. But it's just a feeling. It's similar to like I crave some food, for example. You know, you can say, oh, I really want to eat pasta today, but you can't really explain why. You can explain what it is you want in that type of food sometimes, but you can't really explain where it comes from. It's just a feeling. I just went today, oh, I want to build a staircase. And that's really annoying in my opinion, because I want to communicate clearly with you where my ideas go. Also, if I start off the episode, it's really difficult to then say, oh, this episode I want to do this, this, and this, because these episodes are recorded in multiple sessions over multiple days, and I have absolutely no idea what I want to be doing in this game tomorrow. So it's really difficult to then say, tomorrow I want to build this. That's not going to happen. Alright, I do actually want to add something here in this space. And the thing that I want to add here is a little bit of art. And usually I call it pixel art, but it's not really pixel art if it's not just pixels and it's also 3D and stuff. So let's just call it art. I really love making art in this game, so let's see what we can do here. It's a bit annoying that it's 5 wide, but yeah, let's try and create something fancy here. Whenever I make art in the wall like this in Minecraft, I tend to always start with a completely black backdrop. And the reason for that is because I'm used to doing it that way, but it does have its advantages, because when you then add colors to it, they tend to stand out a lot more against the backdrop. So that's really nice, because it provides a good contrast to your actual piece of art. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I quickly constructed myself a derpy chicken art. And I really love how this looks. It may look a little bit off or a little bit funny, but that's fine, because if your art looks a little bit funny, that makes it all the better. I really like the size that this thing has. It really fits into this door here perfectly, and that's really good, because it's like there to end this straight line where you can look in one direction. And yeah, it's a nice way to end the hallway in a certain sense. But it's not finished yet, because it does require a border around it. Especially at the bottom, it does require a border. And that's probably what we'll be constructing next before we move on to a different project. Chicken, chicken on the wall. Who is the smartest of them all?
It's you! You are the smartest of the land!
Ah, that's very good. Chicken, chicken on the wall. Why did you cross the road?
I crossed the road because...
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I now know the secrets of the universe. I have now gathered wisdom that is very valuable. I now know why the chicken across the road. And if I'm very honest with you, the reason is very shocking. And that's why I decided to cut it out. I mean, there are children watching here, so it's not good to leave that in. If any one of you can think of a really good name for that wall chicken, please let me know in the comments, because I think we should give him a funny name. Ladies and gentlemen, I moved 2 farmer villagers to the top of the villager breeder windmill, so that means that from now on, this villager breeder windmill is actually functional. And we can demonstrate that by pushing this button, and then we should get a villager. Yeah, there we go. However, there is still a problem because it's only just functional. We can't trade with this guy yet because it's still a child. So it should produce more villagers on its own, because I actually think there are already 2 in there. Yeah, we still have 1 in here, so when we are done with this one that is down here, we can immediately go to the next one. Alright, let's make sure that we do not kill this guy. Yeah, and let's just do some other stuff right now until this guy has grown up, so that we can unlock this guy's traits and decide whether or not we want this guy to stay. Now that we have obtained the good tools and a good armor, the things that we can build in our world are only really limited by our imagination and by our time. And that means that we can slowly start to increase the scale on the things that we build. And today I want to start by doing a first really grindy thing. You see, this valley right here that we are looking at is sort of the area in which I plan to build most of the things that I want to build in this world, because underground here is also the area of the skeleton spawner and stuff. So I kind of want to remove all of the trees, because that just makes it a lot easier to build things whenever I feel like it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we now have a lot of space to work with. And with a lot, I really mean a lot. Because this clearly is a huge area in which we can build many things. And that's what probably will happen, because I want to build a lot of things here. I want to build a village or city here, I want to build houses here. And that is not going to happen today. That is something that will happen probably over a very long period. And the idea that I have is to first prepare the terrain a little bit better than it is right now. because there are some caves here and there that I want to cover up. Maybe we don't need to prepare the terrain everywhere because, for example, on that side, I think the terrain is good as it is. Maybe I want to add in a custom river. I'm not sure about that yet, but that is something that I have in my mind. And what I will probably do is I will build like 5 or 6 custom houses in a creative world and just copy them over in here, maybe rotate them so it isn't as obvious that they are just copies of each other. And that will probably like make up half of the village that we will build here, and the other half I think I will design unique houses for, just so it looks more unique, as the name says. But that are things that will take a long time, and that will probably span over at least 10 episodes, so that's stuff that you can look forward to. I still haven't been able to get the looting tree on my sword that I really want, and instead of trying to enchant for it like I've been doing now for a very long time, I am going to put my villager breeder to use, and I'm going to make a villager that sells us looting tree books. Our villager breeder is actually working mighty fine, because if we take a look up here where we aren't supposed to take a look, as you can see there are multiple villagers in there, so it's really working fine. For the last part of this video, I wanted to do some mining, and that is because soon I want to build a mob farm, and that will definitely benefit from me lighting up the caves in the area. And secondly, just because I feel like mining. Because I kind of want to try out this combo of potions. I really like mining with swiftness, but I wondered if slow falling would be beneficial, because you don't have to care about fall damage in that case. And for now, I seem to kind of like it actually, and I think I will use it a lot more in the future when mining. And that's a punch bow, I think. Yeah, that's definitely a punch bow. Wait, let me think about how I deal with that. The only thing that I don't really like about the slow falling is that it tends to slow you down, because the swiftness effect only really applies, or at least it feels that way. It only really applies when you are walking on the ground, and the slow falling potion makes it so you are in the air a lot more. And while you are in the air, I think the slowness potion, the swiftness potion doesn't really do anything. That has to be the tallest lava fall that I've ever seen in this game, because my god, that is a really tall lava fall. Oh no, oh my god, my slow fall potion ran out. I really jumped off of that, thinking like, oh, my slow fall will catch my fall. When I was editing this, I noticed that something interesting happened here, and I didn't notice it earlier when I was playing. Otherwise, I would have commented on it. This bat right here just body blocked an arrow from the skeleton, and I think that was really nice and interesting. Oh, a slime! That's really good, because we need slime balls. Oh, let's see if we drop... Oh, naha. Oh, naha. Oh, naha. Oh, naha. I have not mined a single ore yet, and I've just been placing down torches to light the area up. And I've already went through at least 10 stacks of torches, like at least 2 full stacks of coal just in torches. And this cave just keeps going, because I haven't been able to take a look at every little nook and cranny and like look at all the little caves that are like in the holes down here, for example. This is like an area where I still need to go in, and these little holes are everywhere. So this cave really goes on forever and forever. So I think I'm going to decide to turn back at some point and just start mining the ores that I come across. Oh yeah, over here it splits again into multiple different directions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back, and instead of trying to light up everything, I'm just going to start mining the ores and light up the smaller areas that I come across while looking for the ores. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is all the resources that we got from that mining trip. As you can see, we got 21 diamond ore blocks. I think I will save those and mine a large amount of them later on. And I think I will do the same with the other ores, except for the gold. Because the gold is one of the reasons that I wanted to go mining, because I think we'll need a lot of gold soon. Maybe we'll have to go mining in the nether for that, but we got a disappointing amount in my opinion. But yeah, let's put all of it away in the chests and let's end the episode. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this episode. Let's end it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I also hope that I can see you in the next episode. And that brings us to the fact of the video. If you have a globe of the Earth that is the size of a basketball, and you put your finger on it, the thickness of your finger to scale is higher than the height of the International Space Station. Thank you for watching. Keep wondering, and above all... Maha.